It is time to get round two's qualifying underway. Welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Welcome to the second round. Qualifying has just begun out here. The drivers now exiting pit lane, now beginning their qualifying sessions here. 15 minutes. That's only the time that the drivers have. Portland International Raceway, that's the destination we are at for the United States Grand Prix. The drivers on their outlap as they head on to the back straight. They're going to be getting their first couple laps on track to set down the pace. What is the pole time going to be here today? We've already seen from practice alone, the likes of Cody Lawrence and Mike Van Dorn are your fastest drivers and your main ones to watch. So, the time has finally come, and qualifying can finally get underway. Here we go. So, Cody Lawrence is your first driver to now come around the start-finish line to begin this qualifying as we head into the first turns here as he exits through the festival chicanes. Heading into turn 3 now, fourth gear for him, braking it down into third gear, trying to keep the revs up. That's the most important part that you want into this very tight section. Now flicking it to the left-hander, bit of a hairpin, not too slow. You want to keep the car, straighten it up, get to far left side, and this is one of the most tricky parts of the track. It's a sharp right-hander, and then you just want to use as much exit curb that you can. Do not touch the grass, clip over the curb onto the back straight, hug the inside wall. Now Cody Lawrence trying to push this Toyota Supra as best as he can. And we're gonna find out what time he could do on the board here. As Cody Lawrence comes around the final corner on this flyer. And we're gonna see what the drivers will be chasing here today. And that time, as it stands, is going to be a 1 minute 17.673. That's your first time. Van Dorn, can we see anything from him? No, it's an 18.9 from him. Marlon Young next to come across the line. And no, he's on an outlap. Webster, do we see anything? No. Andy Rees in the Mercedes puts himself up onto the fourth position there. Oh, and as Oliver makes a mistake, that's going to ruin not his current lap, but as well as his next lap that he's on. There is the likes of Lance Nasir making his debut in the McLaren. So, very interesting to see what he can do out here. Ooh, slides the rear end. Taking it back over to Mr. Cody Lawrence. I believe we might have the return, yes we do, of Battle Cam. The main feed is about to get up in a second. So we do have the main feed. We're just going to get over to the other side of the action, but meanwhile, let's take it up to the stuff right here, and there's a lot of action going on track as Cody Lawrence continues to hold on to pole position. We're gonna watch now Van Dorn. We're gonna stay on him for a lap. So, for the moment, we're having some technical difficulties from the Battle Cam side, so we're gonna get that sorted out. Our Battle Cam side has had a PC crash here, so we're gonna get that going. Meanwhile, Marlon Young, 18.7, puts himself second row on the grid. Van Dorn, do we see any improvement at all from the Dutchman? He's on the front straight now, so we're gonna watch very closely to these timing sheets. Anything at all? No, it is not. Andy Rees in the Mercedes. Right now, it's Toyota 1-2. The Supras are dominating so far here. Looking very good at the moment, as it stands. We're gonna enable our live chat. We're gonna take a listen to the drivers. If we do hear any form of communication from them. Meanwhile, as this qualifying continues now, as Rees crosses the line, he goes second. So bumps down Marlon Young, and now the Mercedes splits up the Toyotas. Very interesting there. Remember, it was a Mercedes dominance at Brands Hatch. Sweep the pole, sweep the 2 race wins, and took the fastest lap. And unfortunately, not seeing Jaden Harrison, so his championship is 110% gonna be at risk here today. And he will lose the championship lead. Unless we do see some other drivers get back in it. Now, Cody Lawrence, can he improve this personal best? He races to the line, he comes across the line now. Is it any sort of improvement? It is not. It's a 10th down, and that 673 still stands. Do hear a bit of feed on the microphones of the drivers, so we're gonna maybe listening closely to hear what's going on between them. Webster heads into the pits as well as his teammate Andy Rees. No improvement from him. We're gonna find out where Van Dorn stands as he crosses over the first sector now. He needs a 33.8 or better. And yes, he's faster. So Van Dorn finding some pace. Now, this is a big opportunity to gain provisional pole as it stands. Oh, but 6/10 down in the second sector. Really gonna hamper his lap time. The McLaren, just one more corner to go. And what can we see out of Van Dorn? Mike Van Dorn now races to the line in the McLaren. Is it going to be a provisional pole? Across the line? No, it's a second down. So we lost a hell of a lot of time there in that first sector. Danny Nasir brings out some yellows as well as Sean Lee. Both of them into the pits. Just gonna do a quick audio check onto the stream. I'm there in that first sector. Danny Nasir brings out some. So making sure we are good to go there. I believe we might have Battle Cam back. Actually, we almost do. Still working on it. I'll be able to watch some of the other drivers here in qualifying. Meanwhile, Jerry Cook did not see him, but P2. And so far, nobody's been able to touch Cody Lawrence's time. But that P2 is still up for grabs. 118.526. Next, it's a 118.631. Then a 118.675. Van Dorn, 118.723. So 4 drivers in the 18s. Meanwhile, Cody Lawrence still holds on to pole, and that's the crucial one. That is the crucial part of this fight here for pole. And that is the most important thing. If you're a driver, you want to get pole position and you want to run away with this one as soon as possible. There are no yellow flags, no virtual safety cars of any sort in this championship. So he'll be delighted to know that, and he's going to want to continue this one as Cody Lawrence continues now and finally finds some improvement. Long awaited, I will say. Now here he comes. And here we go, Cody Lawrence into the last complex of this track, around the final corner. And this is going to be a crucial lap time. Can he put this one faster than his previous? It's a 1:17.673 to beat. He races to the line in the Toyota Supra, now crosses it. It's an improvement. No, it is not. But look how close it is. It's a 17.716. Trying to find some improvement. Marlon Young takes over the P2 time of a 1:18.116. Gap is really closing. What do we see from Jerry as well as Van Dorn? He's 5/10 down. The standings, as it stands. Trying to see if we have battle cam now. Almost. Have it over here. We're just gonna swap over, and there we go. Finally, we have battle cam working once again, so we're gonna be able to watch 2 bits of action on both your screens. So keep an eye on that pole, man, on your left hand side of the screen. On your right hand side, that's the live main feed that the stream is gonna go through. Any improvements from any of the drivers? Jerry is now exiting pits. Van Dorn, sliding the car in that first section of the track. We're gonna go live scene here, and he has lost a lot of time as Andy Rees goes up into 4th position. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. We watch Lawrence. 33.8 to beat in that first sector. Can he top it? Time is ticking, and it's identical. Cody Lawrence, talk about perfection. He has matched his first sector to a T. We could be in for a faster lap time here. Cody Lawrence, the Toyota Supra. Oh, and he's a 10th down. And that sharp right-hander is really the main difference maker as he goes wide, slides the car corner entry, runs it off the circuit as well. Just about recovers and gets it on, but his current lap time is ruined. And that is not going to help him out. Marlon Young still sits in pits. Is he satisfied with his time? Does he feel like he can't improve at all? We're not too sure, but one thing's for sure. He's on the front row. It's a Toyota. 1-2 is trouble for Lawrence. He's in the pits. One more opportunity. He does come out. Sean Lee as well in the pits. A lot of these drivers coming into the pits, making their last little bit of fuel in the car, and then they're going to come right back out on track. So, very crucial. These last moments in qualifying. Pole position. 1 extra point in this championship, as well as the fastest lap. But right now, they're aiming for that top spot, and that's 17.673 is still that time to beat. And right now, Cody Lawrence has a strong hold on that lap time. He's looking very good out there, I will say. But can he convert that into race pace? We remember at the start of race 2 last round, we saw that Cody Lawrence lost the lead to Van Dorn with a better start. So still, big opportunity. Meanwhile, Marlon Young calls it quits. He's not improving. He's not coming out. We're gonna watch Van Dorn now as we have the final 30 seconds. Do we see Van Dorn finding any improvement? This is the final time to push. He's done all the laps now to put in a banker. So it's all down to push all the way. 33.8 to beat in the first sector. It's a 10.5 off. Meanwhile, Cody Lawrence across the line. Now he's going to begin his final lap. What do we see from Jerry now as we have 5 seconds to go? Can he come across the line in time now? It's going to be close. Just about. He'll have one more opportunity. Meanwhile, it's Andy Rees. Runs off the racing track. He comes across the line. And do we see any improvement at all? No, it is not. We go back to Van Dorn. Oh, and he's also touched the grass, and he's hit. I hasn't hit anything, but he's used the grass. He's clipped it, and he runs completely off the racing surface.
Well, is there no pit speed penalty?
There is. It's 80 kilometers.
I don't know where the mark is because I'm driving right through, and it's slowing me down. But
wherever it slows you down, that's where the line is.
Okay.
So, Cody Lawrence finding improvement in the first sector. Huge opportunity to just push his mark on the ground. Nobody here to fight him. Final corner for him. Looks very sweet, very clean. And now it's a mad dash to the line. Cody Lawrence finding himself improvement. He's going to tell the world why he's the fastest driver as he comes across the line. It's not improvement. It's a 10th off, but he is just about going to hold on. Jerry is now going to come across the line as well, and that's going to be your qualifying complete. And Cody Lawrence will take pole position here for the United States Grand Prix. What an amazing qualifying. All right, great qualifying there. Congratulations, your top three, Lawrence, Young, Van Dorn. Remember, it's a mandatory pit stop for these races. 25 minutes. Once the timer runs out, there'll be one extra lap. What's mainly important is you do get your mandatory pit stops in. Other than that, let's have a clean one on track. So as the drivers now get set to go racing here for this one, qualifying has complete. It's Cody Lawrence on pole position. Thank you for tuning in to another round of the qualifying highlights here. And we're going to see you for race time.